All right, staying safe in the digital world requires vigilance and knowledge. We want to protect ourselves and our money. Joining us today with some advice on how to recognize common scams targeting Americans during the summer months is Ben Chance, Chief Fraud Risk Management Officer at Early Warning, which is the network operator of Zelle. So thanks for being here. It seems like the more and more we see improvements in technology, we see more advanced scams.
Well, first, thanks for having me, and that's very much the case. As we lead more digital lives, scammers follow us into those digital worlds, and so we see increased targeting through things like email, phone scams, of course, text message scams, and then you've got very typical digital marketplace and social media scams as well, unfortunately.
Well, now, when it comes to fraud and scam trends, we usually see waves. What are you seeing these days?
And so, fraud and scams happen every month of the year, but during the summer months, we see a rise in things that are typical of consumer behavior during the summer. So, concert tickets and festival scams are certainly on the rise during the summer months. So are vacation-related scams, so that's vacation rentals or timeshare rental scams. But often consumers tend to move or do home improvement projects during the summer months. We see scammers tend to target those avenues as well. So again, scammers know what we do. They tend to target what we do during those months, and those are the types of things we see that are on the rise, typically during the summer months.
Now, so many of us, though, shop for things or plan for a trip, let's say, online, without cutting out that easy avenue into getting what we need to get done. How can we protect ourselves?
And so, first and foremost, it's really only use Zelle to pay people you know and trust. And that's true not just for Zelle, that's true for any payment mechanism. But also, think about, is this legitimate? Is this interaction I'm having legitimate? And really that means don't click on that link in that email, don't click on that link in that text message, and don't trust the number that's being presented on your caller ID. When in doubt, let it go to voicemail, or if you do happen to pick up the phone and you're not sure of the legitimacy of that other person, just hang up the phone. Call the number that's on your financial statement. Call the number that's on the statement for your cable provider. Don't continue that interaction, that channel. That's the best way to break the spell of that scammer, and the best way to protect yourself from being the victim of a scam.
So bottom line, you say that we need to hold on to our own information and don't give it to anyone. And like you said, if they're calling us for information, it's easy to hang up, call the number on your credit card to verify what they're asking.
That's absolutely true. Your bank already knows your bank account information. They do not need to ask for that over the phone. That's a very clear tell that you're interacting with a scammer. And again, if the person is providing a lot of pressure for you to do something, or make a cash withdrawal, or make a crypto investment, or do something like that, that is not a legitimate interaction you're having right there. They prey on your emotions. They try and stress you out. They try to do something that you wouldn't normally do. So the best advice I have is to just hang up the phone, stop the interaction, talk to a family or friend around what's going on, or when in doubt, call your financial institution directly, or whoever you think you're interacting with a legitimate contact information that you've researched independently to make sure you're dealing with an authorized person.
All right, Ben Chance of Early Warning, thanks so much for being here. Some great advice.
Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of the day.
Yeah, you too.